Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this three-part series of how to build this Japanese castle. Last time we left off, I was just finishing up those little designs in the top there, and now we're going to move on to the second layer and the wall designs. So, as you can see here, it's a little bit complicated, but you'll get used to it. I mess up here, don't pause and do this, because this is not the correct thing to do. I'm going to replace this right there you go. Now you can start doing it. Alright, so that's a little bit that we need to put there. It's just some stairs on the inside, slabs on the outside. Not too complicated, but because it's hidden by the other slabs, it can look a little confusing. I understand, it's okay. After you've done it a while, it starts to get a little more efficient, but basically just two stairs and a slab. That's all it is. Stairs are on the inside. We're going to move on to the centerpiece here, which is basically just a circle of stairs, even though it's more of a square. It's just 4 stairs placed to make a square in the middle. And then on the outer sides we have little slabs, and that's pretty much all we're going to be doing the same way all the way around, and then you're going to top it off with some little slabs right there. So basically, last episode I thought we were going to have like 2 hours of footage. It was going to be like a 4-part series. Thankfully it's only going to be like 17 minutes this time around, which is nice. You don't have to sit here and listen to me talk forever. And right here we're going to do basically the same thing we had below, except for now you're going to place that second slab right next to the stairs on the top. So I'm going to continue doing this, and it's going to be the same all the way around. So if you want, you can just go and pause here, maybe even skip forward, and all of that will just be the same thing all around. And the bottom is the only place where it deviates, because we do have that entrance that we have to work around. But other than that, everything is pretty much the same. And I mean, after this, we're pretty much done. We just got to put some lights in, and then get that bottom foundation with the flowers done. And that's pretty much it. And so, like I said last time, if you guys want to see a part 4 where we do the trees and the interior, I can do that. Depends on how much reception this video gets. Leave a comment if you do want to see that. I can do it, but you know, a lot of hard work, and doing this on Upload Studio really sucks. So unlike last time where we were connecting the slabs to the stairs, we're actually going to do it a little bit below the very top, just by 1, and so that's going to make it so that there's a little gap right there that you can see. And now we're moving on to the centerpiece, and this is the only difference. It's almost easier than most of the other ones. It's just 6 stairs and then some slabs in between. So now we're going to do pretty much the same thing we've been doing, and that's just slabs, stairs, and then slabs and stairs. That's all this is pretty much. There's nothing more to it really. I'm actually kind of unsure how this took so long to record when this is just the same thing over and over again, and I do cut at some point when I decide to stop recording, because it just get really repetitive. It's going to be pretty much the same thing over and over again, and besides that, I'm just going to go around. I think I'm going to cut to when all that's done, because I think you get the idea here. It's pretty much the same thing on every side. So I'm just going to do what we have there, and I'll be back. Alright, so I did miss something. I believe there's a little piece here that I did miss. You are going to want to fill in these little corners. I'm going to do little things like this every time to time where I do mess some things up, but because I got it on the side, I'm pretty sure you got it from last time. Just pretty commonsensical things, like I missed a block, so just go and fill it in. If you see something that looks a little bit off and it's not like the other side, you can probably go back and do that yourself, and it'll look just fine. Honestly, doesn't matter. A lot of it's getting covered up anyways, so whatever. As you can see here, though, I have done all the sides the same, and I did just miss that top piece, which is going to be the same pretty much as the other one, which is just slab, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair. It's all the same pretty much, and it's simple, but it looks nice, and I enjoy it. And so I did make a little mistake there, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, that's the thing with a lot of these 4-layered walls, is you can make a little mistake and it'll probably just get covered up anyways. So don't be too concerned about tiny mistakes that you make when making these types of things. Now, I will also maybe be doing tutorials in the future. Also depends on the feedback that this one gets. Again, this was a lot of work to make, and it took literally all day. It shouldn't have. I'm just a little stupid, and it takes way too long, okay? Like, literally forever. I've just been sitting here doing this for like an hour already today, and yesterday it was like 12 hours. It shouldn't have been. Should have just been like 3 hours, but you know, when making it, I'm also kind of lazy, and in between cuts there's like several hours, so sometimes I may also contradict some things that I've been doing in the past ones, and messing up because I'm tired because I filmed this at like 4 in the morning. So it's pretty much the same thing as it was all the way around, and now we have those side pieces done, and we're just going to fill it in with some fence things here, and that adds for a little. I don't think that these are actually in Japanese designs. I just think they look cool. So, you know, whatever. Who cares? If you don't like them, you don't have to put them in. You just leave this now. If you like how your castle is now and you don't want any flowers, you don't want it to be so girly, you can take that out. Not girly, multi-gendered. Doesn't matter. I don't care. You can just leave it as it is if you really want to. But we're going to be putting some lights in some cool spots. Ignore that. That was a mistake. I'm just going to put it in all the corners because it adds for extra detail, doesn't leave that big white space in between. And I also messed up here and left like a little space in between. That's unfortunate, but there we go, all fixed. So after this, we're just going to be doing little minuscule designs. Not a lot of them matter that much. I mean, to be honest, you have your castle after you put these fences in, and you know, it's good. So if you want to save yourself some time, you could probably leave now. I recommend staying for the whole thing, but you know, if you're time sensitive, not a lot left is to be done, you know, just some little things, probably things you could work out yourself, you know, if you really wanted to, if you want to take some creative freedom here. But we are going to be just putting some lights in now, and these are just lanterns on. I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea how you even make lanterns in survival mode. I'm pretty sure it's like iron and a torch. I have no idea. That might be the case, that might not be. I don't play survival a lot, okay? I play mostly creative. So that's also what a lot of these videos on my channel are going to be. I am planning on doing another tutorial in the future. Have no idea what it is yet. And also I made a mistake here. Go back and fix this. If you did make this mistake along with me, it was not on purpose. I am sorry that you had to go back and fix that. But yeah, I don't play a lot of survival. So I don't know what a lot of these materials are really going to cost you. I don't even know how to make concrete properly. I have no idea. Like, I don't even know where to begin. If you told me to get into a survival world and go and get some concrete, I'd be like, I have no idea what we're talking about, but I'm gonna go build something. And then I would just switch to creative because I have no idea what I'm doing in like survival at all. So anyway, all these very simple designs, just 2 sets of oak fences, dark oak fences, and that's it really. And then just a torch on the end. Now it does get a little more complicated when we go downstairs, but not too hard, you know, just some fence posts, and then you're going to connect it this time, and then you're just going to be building all the way from these pillars. Now, there's a reason that long time ago we made these pillars just a little bit higher than each other, is so we could actually have a little bit more of a design in some of the posts, because these other ones, as you can see, some of them are a little bit higher and some of them have stairs on them, and we have to go through and we have to cover up the dirt so it doesn't look yucky, because the dirt on a castle would not look nice. So we have to go through and we have to put some grass blocks so we can have our flowers, but at the same time we have to cover it up again. So we're just going to get rid of all the space that is exposed cobblestone and then cover it up again with stone bricks. And after we do this, we're also going to go underneath with some stone brick stairs and just do this all the way around. So if you want to skip ahead and just pause or something, you can just do this all the way around, same thing, and it's just stone stairs on every side, exactly the same. So not that complicated. Above this, it does get a little more annoying because, and there's villagers in the way. I don't know why they keep showing up. I did not ask them to, and they do it constantly to me. They are my least favorite mob in the game. I'm sorry, they look cool, but they're just yucky, and now he's making me trade with them. I don't like that at all. They keep getting in the way, and I don't really know what to do about that. But, you know, there's no way to turn them off, so I just gotta live with it. We're going to replace these again with grass, and the inside in the basement, if you wanted a basement, like I said, that's going to be another video, but I mean, you just cover it up with a second layer on the inside of cobblestone or stone brick or whatever you want really, but it is going to look kind of yucky if you do dig out the basement. So what's to be done, you know? You just cover that up and then forget about it. It's gone now. Anyway, we're just going to be taking some slabs to cover this up. I'm going to be going over with some little stone brick boys, and I'm losing brain cells again and just stopping for no reason at all. And so after this, we're going to be going with a simple little flower pattern, which is really just, I forgot what they're called. They're like lilacs or something. I don't know. They're those pinkish, kind of Asian looking flowers. We're going to go through, and we're just going to cover the edges with that. And then we're going to go through with the blue flowers and then the lilies of the valley and putting those in the middle. It does differ a little bit because some of the sides are 6 blocks apart and some of them are 5 blocks apart. That's, you know, what are you going to do? It looks fine anyways. It's not even really a mistake. Some people may like it that way. They're not all perfect. They're not all the same. But, you know, sometimes asymmetry is good in buildings and it's better than symmetry. For example, you know, pyramids are nice and all, but, you know, when you get down to it, they don't beat, like, the Colosseum because the Colosseum is, like, half gone. And that's what makes it look cool, because it's mostly not there. But, I mean, not to say that it's good because it's not there anymore, but just, it makes it look cooler than it was before, is my point. Because asymmetry is actually, a lot of the time, much better than symmetry, despite this whole building actually being one giant symmetrical masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece. It's a little thing. I would do bigger things, but again, the time, this already took an hour and like 10 minutes just to make a tutorial on this. And that's just to watch it. To make it was a whole 12 hours and just nonsense I don't have time for. And we're going to be putting some little stone brick stairs on the edges here of these pointed out blocks. And you're going to do that on every one except for the front, where we're just going to do one of them rather than 2 on either side. Right here, you're going to see, boom, right there. But we're not going to put it on the other side because that would interfere with the whole first part. And I think we might actually replace that cobblestone with a log. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're just going to get out some dark oak fence and connect it to the top because it does add even another layer of wall from the already 4-layered wall. Now we're adding even more, and we're just going to have that little piece come down just so it's kind of like connected to. I have no idea what just happened in the video there. Something happened. I don't know. Just all fell apart for some reason. I'm just going to keep filling this in. And yeah, like I was saying, I could do bigger things. I could do a big mansion build, but it would be like a 30-part episode series, and I just don't have time. It's a lot of hard effort, and I got better things to do, and not just better things to do, but also more things to do in Minecraft, that if I did all that, I would kind of burn myself out, and I wouldn't want to do the things that are more important to me in the game, which is making other projects that I can't quite make YouTube tutorials on, just because of the nature of them. But I mean, there will be content available to you, and I'll talk more about that later. But anyway, we're just going to continue doing this all the way around, and I mean, it's the same stuff. It's just stacked fences. This takes me forever, so kind of a gap to fill here. And also I'm bad at it because I keep misplacing blocks and have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, you know, it's that extra layer, makes a very nice detail, covers up the pure red so you don't see non-stop just big red slabs in between, and it gives you a lot of detail on the walls. I'm going to be honest as well, I did not know if this was going to work out because I just kind of made this randomly, like with no real intention behind it. So I just kind of went through and I was like, you know, I'll go make a Japanese castle for a YouTube video after my friend suggested to go make a YouTube video because I thought about it. I thought it was a bad idea because I'm on Xbox. That doesn't make a lot of sense because I'm using Upload Studio. Upload Studio is trash. Doesn't work at all, as you can tell. I mean, the audio quality is not great, and the frames kind of suck. And there's no good editing because I can't do any editing because, I mean, there's no options. I can put text on the screen in Xbox gamer tag format. It doesn't do anything, and it only lasts one scene at a time, so it's just kind of pointless. And I mean, the editing here is just really crappy. If I did have good editing, I would have things like an intro and an outro and actual music. I would love music, but you know, what are you gonna do, right? And I probably should talk about what's happening right now. We're just putting some fences next to the already existing posts and then topping them off with a nice little dark oak slab there. And right now I think we're gonna go into flower, and then we're pretty much done. We just got the flowers and then the last little bits of lanterns on the bottom here, which I'm gonna put right here. Nice and easy. They do look very nice, just like some floating little lanterns. And I did miss a spot there. You're just gonna want to fill in all those little top parts with fence, like I am now. and then just putting a lantern underneath. Very nice look. I love lanterns so much. Since they added them, I've been so excited because torches really weren't doing it all themselves. If this was made with torches, it would look so much different, and you would tell, and it would just be not as satisfying, and it would be kind of disappointing. Like you can see here, they're just like nice little dots, like little fireflies. They're quite beautiful. I love them so much. But now we're gonna go into the flowers, and then that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's been fun. Took a long ass time, but you know, it's worth it, you know. For even if this building exists in only one world, and if they do it in survival or creative, I don't care. Tell me below, did you build this in survival or creative? Because I'm genuinely curious how many of you actually have the courage and the time and effort to sit down and do this all in survival, because that is hard work. And I also noticed it kind of sucks because I can't release multiple at a time like I was, and like I mean I only could release this one this morning because those other ones took all day, and now, you know, you can't access them all at the same time. So the bulk of people that did go to see it can't actually build it because they didn't have the rest of the steps, which really sucked. And I felt bad about that, but there's nothing I could do about it. So, you know, and it also doesn't show up in recommended. So that kind of sucks as well. You got to go onto my profile and then go look at it. YouTube, your algorithm's a little bit broken. I don't really appreciate that. You know, they should be just giving me my video in the next part to show you and be like, here, go watch it. But anyway, we just finished the flowers, and now, ladies and gentlemen, this whole building has finally come to its epic conclusion, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you liked this. And if you did, smash that like button. I'm gonna say some really generic YouTube stuff as the outro because I have nothing better to say. Smash that like button, comment below if you liked it, you know, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hit the little notification thing if you want to, even though, you know, there's no purpose. I have no idea what it does. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me if you want to see the next video, and I will talk to you all later.